Sound, coming through, coming through. All right. Let's see, all right, guys, let's see if we got sound here. You know we do a countdown timer, right? You guys understand that? So, let's see here, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if it's got sound. Let's see. All right. Sound coming through. All right, you guys. Well, we are live. So, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm sorry, I was checking to make sure because I can always check to make sure it ain't just me watching me, right? So, you guys, want to thank you guys so much. And you guys wonder why we do a countdown timer. Why does anybody do a countdown timer? Because Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, even our broadcast servers, they take time, what we call the spin up. And spin up is mean they let you notify you that, hey, one of your friends is going live. Would you like to watch? Yes, no, versus just coming on cold. So we do a countdown timer to give time for our signal to be sent to their servers, or in our case, our network, so they can be sent out globally. So that's what the countdown timer is for. I've always wondered before we got into this, I'm like, the countdown, why I can see them. Why are they doing the countdown timer? You know what? Bye, right? But now I see. It's to give people time to say, yo, let me check out what's going on. So today, you guys, I want to talk to you guys about Super Bowl Media Week. Yes. And you guys are like, what is Super Bowl Media Week, right? How does that affect us? Super Bowl Media Week is the event that leads up to the Super Bowl. Now, I don't have tickets to the Super Bowl. I don't. I don't think I've never been to the Super Bowl yet. Some of our colleagues stay the day of the game, but the day before the Super Bowl, we fly into a location. We are what we call Wheels Up, back to California. This time, we're going to, of course, as usual, we're going to be leaving before the actual big game. But I want to talk to you guys about what happens during Super Bowl Media Week. It's really a lot of fun, and this is going to be our 8th year covering it. We're actually contracted through some media networks, which you guys have probably seen them, the Fox Sports, iHeart, stuff like that. We actually broadcast for the entire week. They have a lot of different, of course, iHeart and Fox have a lot of different affiliates all over the country rather, and we broadcast for certain media outlets that are affiliated with them. So, I like to talk to you guys about what goes on kind of behind the camera and what goes on during Super Bowl Media Week. So, it's a lot of fun. Now, first night when we get there is called opening night. And opening night is when they have all the different players it's like, usually it's in like a big arena. And what you have is the area where the public is, and they're usually like in bleachers or chairs, whatever. And then you have down in the main floor, that's where the media is, and that's where we're at. And you have like different players just walking around, a lot of celebrities just walking around, bumping into them. Oh, sorry about that, Diddy. Damn, you take my wallet? Right, stuff like that. And you have these platforms where you have like the quarterbacks and the really popular players that people want to kind of hear from being interviewed by different media. So you can go up there, if you're media, you're on the floor, you can ask any questions like, what do you think is going to be the outcome of the game? And they'll answer it. And sometimes you ask a good question, a lot of times you'll get like, when you're asking a question, the other media is putting their microphones in your face because they want to get your question for their reports, their feed, whatever. And then once you're done answering your question, then they put their microphones, the microphones are already on the table, then they focus on the player to answer your question. So you have like a lot of players, and they'll usually rotate during opening night, about 3 or 4 players per platform. And there's usually about 3 or 4 platforms going on simultaneously. So it's a way for the media to really get direct questions and ask the questions of the players that are directly in the Super Bowl. I was doing a live, I don't know if I mentioned my producers in the background editing and just being oblivious to me. Headphones right here if you do need them, just let me know. So you walk around, and that event lasts about 4 or 5 hours. You don't have to stay the whole time. You can go in there. We normally go in there, we'll get some players, what do you think is going to happen in the game? Same questions they're going to ask, but more of a one-on-one versus having them on a platform having to answer everybody else's question. We'll kind of do that. And we, after we do that, we go back to our hotel and we download that footage, send it up to the network. In this case, we're going to send it up to an editor who's going to edit that footage real quick and get it out on the network for promotions, commercials. We have clients that are going to be flying in from other parts of the country that are going to be interviewed during the media week. These are coaches, other influential celebrities that are going to be being interviewed. So it's going to be great. And we do have, and we're very proud for the first time this year, we're going to have 3 PR professionals and people that are going to be assisting us with our broadcast this week. And I wanted to kind of introduce them. The first one we have is, let's see here, we have Shadonna McPhail. She has a show on the network called The Mo You Know. I like saying that, The Mo You Know Show. So The Mo You Know Show, she's going to be doing that. She's actually going to be doing interviews on the red carpet from the Soul Fest. Back in the day, this used to be called the BET Gospel Fest. They changed it. CBS is going to be carrying it. It's called the Soul Fest. And she's going to be doing her thing, of course, on our network as well, on the red carpet, on the Mo You Know Show. Then we have Dr. Tandra Price, and she's going to be doing, let's see if we can get here, another vantage point. She's going to be doing her Women in Sports. She's going to be doing the red carpet interviews and helping us with people in the media center all week. And Dr. Tandra Price, she is a personality. Let me tell you, all 3 of these women are just phenomenal, but she is so funny. When you see her on camera, you'll understand what I mean. She's a personality. She's coming out of the Midwest, Dr. Price, I think. And I always want to say she's coming out of Iowa. She's like, David, I ain't Iowa. I'm sorry, you're coming out of Minnesota, Michigan, she's coming out the Midwest, middle of the country. I do know that for sure. Okay, and then we have, of course, a young lady who is just as sweet as pie. Not to say these other ladies aren't either, but we have Dr. Rhonda M. Wood, and she is phenomenal. She's going to be helping us too. And these ladies are going to really be putting it down, hosting live events, covering events going around Las Vegas. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm just so excited to be able to really be able to share that spotlight this year with them. Normally I'm behind the camera, and when we're actually doing our contract work for the media companies, that's it. We're doing the thing. We're cutting this. We're sending their feed to their network. We're sending it to our network. We're doing it to the social media platforms and everything. And I really don't get to engage with other people because that's what we've been contracted for. But it'd be really great to have other professionals on our behalf talking other things, getting other coverage that we can't get or that I can't get because I'm kind of locked here. We get up at 5, we get ready by 6, we get out by 7 so we can broadcast by 8. And then we usually like to shut down back at the hotel by about 10 or 11, if possible. Download the footage, sleep by 12 to 1, sleep for about 4 hours, get up at 5, do the whole thing the entire week. And then when it's time to wrap and everybody's kind of getting ready for the game, they will shift over a lot of the media to Allegiant Stadium or Alliance Stadium, one of those. And we will be wheels up back to California. So that's how this is working. You guys, there's a thing called the Taste of the NFL. When I tell you, it's different every year, but the Taste of the NFL is where you have different celebrities and different players cook for you. It's a media-only event. The public is not really allowed to access this, but it's probably like a 4 or 5 hour event as well. And you just walk around and you're just like, here, eat this. They have servers walk around with stuff on plates. There's different kind of like little, like all these like little kiosks and pop-ups. It's usually done outside, and you just go around and you just eat as much as you want. You just eat. I mean, you just engorge yourself. But the thing about it is these are like the players' favorite dishes, and they'll be there. You can take pictures with them, eat their food and stuff like that. So it's really good. It's kind of the way the NFL really kind of treats the media for saying, hey, thanks for all this free exposure. So that's that. So there's opening night, there's Taste of the NFL, there's NFL Honors, which this year is being hosted by Keegan-Michael Key. Of Key and Peele. I love Key and Peele. But it's the tall dude, the bald-headed one. He's the one that's going to be hosting NFL Honors. So that'll be something. There's, of course, another events, Heart of a Champion and Inside the Huddle. Those are 2 events being sponsored and put on by Shelley Gilmore. PR company, lady out of Los Angeles, and we've partnered with her to cover her stuff as well. So it's going to be a lot of stuff, you guys, and I'm really only touching the surface of the tip of the iceberg because there's so much other things, and these are just the things the NFL has promoted and says there's other stuff going on by the host city. Every time there's a Super Bowl, the NFL comes in and they partner with the city and they do host city events. Sometimes it's concerts. I think Usher is doing a halftime show. Sometimes the person who's doing a halftime show will do a concert in the host city, free concert that people can go to, and sometimes we'll cover that as well. We don't know what events are going to be going on, usually to about a week beforehand. We get like a sheet that goes, oh, this is going on, and we can kind of pick what we want to go to. Some require extra credentials other than the NFL credential that we have. So that always sucks because you never know how do you apply, who do you talk to. So you always want to really be on it so you can say, okay, we want to get this, we got to apply here, we got to get this. Some things are open for applications now. We applied for Super Bowl Soul Fest. That application process is already open. So we applied for that. I think NFL Honors was already open. And then there's other things too. So you guys, if you don't want to have to travel to Las Vegas, you don't want to have to stand in lines, you don't want to have to be looking to say, my goodness, I wish I could get on the other side of the rope, tune into OnStage Plus because we're going to be bringing this to you live and it's free. And you'll be able to look and see, oh my God, what's going on from your account, from the comfort of your home, on your cell phone, on your TV, what have you. And I have been talking all this time to another camera. I apologize, you guys. I've been looking at here, and I had the view on here, and this is what happens when I have to produce myself because my producer is busy editing. I'm sorry, it's okay. No, I'm good. So, you guys, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And I think the best thing that you can do, of course, is download the app. Download the app on iOS and Google Play stores. If you have a smart TV, or on Roku TV, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Amazon Prime, and did I say Google TV? Amazon. And we're going to be spending some more later, beginning of this year as well. We're looking at LG and Samsung to put on those platforms too. You guys, I just can't say enough about it, and I wish as I get more footage and more stuff that we're working on right now, promo reels from last year to kind of give you an idea of what it was like. I will definitely be sharing those with you. But don't forget to go to, I think on my page, somewhere further on the page, if you look back in the timeline, you can go there and you can actually sign up for notifications for when everything is hitting. You're like, oh, okay, so I'm really busy. Let me know when something's going on. You can actually sign up, and we'll send you out like an alert that says, hey, we're about to do Tasty NFL. Hey, we're about to do Media in the Open Night. Hey, we're about to go to this concert. Hey, we're about to do this or that. So that way you would never miss it and you'll be notified. And if you do miss it, you can always watch the replay or on-demand shows of that night on OnStage Plus. I think they're going to be running about 24 hours, 36 hours afterwards. But if you want to get them while they're fresh and hot, make sure you sign up and get notified. Well, guys, I guess that's all I've got to say for today. And let's see here. Is there anything else I needed to say? Bada, 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 bada. Boom, boom, covered that, covered that. No, I think that's it, you guys. And so with that being said, thank you so much. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. All right? Talk to you soon. Bye now.